Imagine a box with the power to enrich lives. Small enough to fit in your pocket, yet large enough to hold all of your dreams. Even the ones you haven't yet had. And what if this box was a portal to a more extraordinary life? Because it wasn't a box at all, but a symbol for one of the most respected brands in the world.
For me, a brand is all about an emotional connection. It's a cluster of values that you hold that you think connect with the brand. It's all about personal recognition. Do we understand what your needs are? Do we customize what we're doing? Do we make you feel special and unique? And then do what great brands do, develop that personal relationship with you. What I think is important about who we are is how we personalize those experiences so you don't feel like you're part of a company that's just involved in a bunch of transactions, but that we're serving people, we're taking care of people, we're trying to meet their needs.
So, this is your first time in Patagonia?
No, it's a trip down memory lane. I was here 3 years ago with my father. In the Falkland Islands, Port Stanley, population 2,500, 52 degrees south latitude, and the next stop is Antarctica. My father and I wanted to have an adventure together, and we wanted to see the Southern Cross and the Straits of Magellan, the Beagle Channel. It was a wonderful idea. We were both very excited about it. We came ashore to watch the giant penguins, and he made the mile walk to see them, but he couldn't walk back, and he caught the flu in the process. By the 18th, he was on oxygen. They didn't think they would be able to get from where we were, which was off the Falkland Islands, to Buenos Aires with him alive. So it's difficult being back here in that sense. The reality was that we were marooned in the Falkland Islands. It became apparent to me that we had to get him out some other way. I decided to call American Express. A wonderful woman at the other end of the phone, a godsend really, told us, she said they could get a jet, a medical evacuation jet to us within 24 hours. That's exactly what American Express managed to do. What if I hadn't had American Express? Who would I call? Who would I talk to? What would they say? He saw what he wanted to see, and then he got back to where he wanted to be if something happened to him, and that was his own home. And that was wonderful.
Just as we want to help individuals lead extraordinary lives, we want to use all of our capabilities and resources to help people run extraordinary businesses.
I started actually in my home kitchen a little over 2.5 years ago, and I had this crazy idea that I could bake.
It's always pretty loud. It usually is louder. This is a quiet day. It originally didn't start off with these huge dreams. It started off with just a love of baking and being with my daughter. When I incorporated my business, I called Amex that day, got approved and started charging.
And it was amazing. I mean, from the day I got my card, I started to realize there were so many things that I needed to buy, things I didn't even think about.
Breadsticks ready to go?
There were no other funds, really. So this has enabled me to be able to get the things that I need to get in order to really run the business. And as I've grown, I've found that it's been able to help me more and more. So I'm eternally grateful. I donate extra food. Any extra food we give back to agencies around Florida. If I'm going to have success, how can I not share that?
We want to be your partner. We want you to be extraordinarily successful. It's very exciting to me about business to business. If you think about, for example, small businesses, what they want is a company that understands how they think, what their needs are. I want American Express to be an essential partner to any size company. And what that means is that company believes that we understand what their needs are. What we want this to be is a win-win for the customer as well as our partner. What I think is very important about the partnerships that we form is really what our brand represents. Our partners want to be associated with American Express because what it stands for. What I would say to anyone coming into our company is leadership really should be provided by someone at any level of the organization in any job. You're responsible for the brand. You, in fact, represent what the brand is all about.
On December 26, I was at home and vacation when the tsunami hit. I didn't know what a tsunami was. Then I realized there was many customers and employees caught up in this disaster.
Everybody was gone. So I tried to get everybody else up to the roof.
On that day, with the tsunami, everything changed. What can you do? You're just, you're instantly overwhelmed.
We were able to check our database and begin to contact our customers. And there were about 2,000 customers that we contacted during those times.
American Express customer service. Try to get in touch with them. And when they did, they evacuate them out from the hotel.
We went on autopilot for 24 hours, coming up with creative ways to use all of our resources to help.
Even though they may have themselves lost somebody, they still were caring for other people that they didn't even know.
I love the customer service job. I love to deal with people. And if you don't have that feeling in your heart, you cannot do that job.
We had incredibly courageous and brave people who understood that their job was to take care of our customers and clients. And they were creative, they were entrepreneurial, they were incredibly passionate. And reputations are made or lost during times of crisis. We really are focused on trying to serve people and inspire extraordinary lives. And if I'm going to be in business, I want to be in the service business.
To serve and inspire extraordinary lives is more than a pledge, it's a privilege. Wherever our customers may live or work, wherever they travel, with each milestone they reach, or risk they take, they do so with the knowledge that we are always close by. Over 60,000 employees, millions of customers and business partners, one mantra: to provide world-class service and personal recognition. That is the promise we've been fulfilling for more than 150 years. The promise we make to our customers each and every day. That possibilities should have no limits. That they should always be inspired. And that their dreams are waiting in a blue box, otherwise known as American Express.